Hello and welcome back. It seems like we're headed into this next round straight away here, getting sent into it very quickly.
Yeah, we've
So
been
not sure if we're
bringing up
actually
these
going to have time
teams.
for the interviews.
They're ready to roll. They don't want to talk. They said, we came here to play. Look at that.
Yep, maybe we can do a post-set interview with them.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right, LessThanThree sticking to their strats. Let's see. Oh, the well string. I like it. Outholders on the zap. Got
Oh my
Ninja
gosh,
Straight on the roller.
so many of these teams have had stringers. What the heck? That's crazy.
They're starting a
But
new
yeah,
meta.
uh, we are seeing both teams opening by painting the zones here. With the decav though, Lyra on the decav taking that flank. The Dreadringer is still in that little space. No, both of the Resliders come out at the same time. That's going to be both of them going down as well. Ooh.
Zone gets taken back. They're using their specials, trying to take them out. That soda can is still on the zone, but it looks like, yeah, they're taking the lead now, pushing them back into their spawn, trying to keep them from getting any pain on the zone.
And here comes Azuka coming out, gonna try to target the zone. Doesn't find any picks directly, but they do scatter them just enough for the Dreadringer to go in and get two with a Reslider, potentially cleaning up a third as well. And that is going to be a wipeout.
Let's go. Okay, they said, no, we have an answer for you. Now you're gonna stay in your zone, please.
And we see the Five Wishes are trying to go for a retake here. The Decav going in there and jumping out. I love these aggressive plays from the Decav here. But here comes a Reslider onto the zone. Both of them exploding at the same time though.
And it's
But LessThanThree, the Five Wishes managing to cap the zone.
They're still in it.
Yes, indeed. And they now have a hold of their own, putting LessThanThree into an uncomfortable position as well.
Yeah, they've got no penalty, so they're just ticking down the clock. Let's see if they can throw some specials out. Not today.
Ooh, and they used the Reslider earlier to try to clear that corner, but the bubble goes out a tiny bit far back though, but they used the Reslider to burn the bubble instead of using it on the zone.
That's two down.
And that is going to be LessThanThree managing to get their foothold on the zone, but not with this shot player sharking here. Popping Bazooka, getting one, but getting two, but going down. That was a very good flank, but Flatter Shot might not be the weapon you want to do that. But that is going to be LessThanThree, two down once again. The Decav trying to drop, taking some fights, but getting in over their heads, and they aren't quite able to make the jump out.
He tried, but he failed. Let's see if his teammates can try and get through this. No, they're really keeping them from getting back to the zone, and they're comfortable pushing this penalty out and getting more points on the board.
Yeah, this is a really pressured situation for LessThanThree. They need to get the zone soon because points are on the board and being scored. With the Carbon Roll going down, that's not a good sign. And with the Dreadringer as well, this is not looking good. The Decav might be able to clutch this up here with that bubble, but no. And that is a very, very bad situation, especially with this Reslider going out, getting one, but going down. They need to paint the zone, and they need to paint it now. Here comes the Reslider coming out, Whale as well. Specials being thrown at the zone, penalty left at 3. They need to cap it now, or they are out of the game.
It's down to
Everybody jumping onto the zone. Dreadringer is there, but they aren't quite able to cap it, and that is going to be game.
All right, well fought at the end. It was a nice nail biter for seeing if they were going to able to retake that zone, but once again, LessThanThree. Oh no, that was Five Wishes, I'm sorry. Five Wishes. Yeah, they brought it back. What a miracle play.
Yeah, that was a very intense game at the end there. I love those painting battles on the zone. It's one of my favorite parts. But yeah, that was really nice. Really good gameplay from both sides, and I do really like to see the well string. That's a really interesting weapon that I haven't seen many people explore it, but I think it has a lot of potential.
Yeah, as one of the newer weapons to be released, you know, a lot of players are going to be a little skeptical and this and that, but once we get those diehards to really let us see what these weapons can do, you know, they've got a lot of hidden potential. So it was nice to see there, and on Robo-Rom, you know, it's a nice back and forth map, a lot of places to climb around on the side. So we got to see a few sneaky plays there from some of the shooters, and some nice Trizuka shots. So I feel satisfied. How about you, Asek?
Yeah, I think when I saw that shark, I thought that was going to be devastating. If that was the decav there, that would have been such an amazing shark.
Yeah, could have
Splattershot
been another
doesn't really
wipeout.
have the tools to capitalize off of a position like that, though. Because they use like their sub and specials to try to, force some resources there to just try to force a brawl from that off angle. But the Zuka isn't really what you want in that situation, and Splattershot is a main weapon.
Yeah.
Doesn't have fantastic killing power, where if that had been a decav, getting a bubble behind them on the zone would have been so game-changing.
Yeah, and you're right. The splatter shot, once you pull the Trizuka, you're still kind of vulnerable. And we saw there he was still able to get 2 picks, but then got traded for it. So you wonder if another weapon, another kit could have gotten more kills for sure. But then again, it was still a nice replay. I think we're gonna have to add that one to the highlights.
Yes, indeed. Anyways, this next map we are going into is Clam's Museum. Sharhat, what do you think of this map?
I mean, Museum has a lot of those very tall walls, and that whole circular middle point is there's a lot of movement going around. This, like, for example, if we see more stringers, more well stringers, those weapons I feel excel on this map, particularly not in Clan Blitz, because then it's an accuracy game. But for sure on tower control, these weapons have a really good opportunity to sort of sit back a little bit more and try and just layer the field with those pegs. But we'll see what the teams choose to opt for, if they have any specific strategies for Clan Blitz. I know that using the specials to try and get in and get jumps is a really strong strategy. So I'm hoping to see a few super jumps in, a few 3-pointers trying to get a ball in from far away. You love to see it.
And I do think something interesting about this map is that flank onto the basket. That flank is a blessing and a curse, I think. It's very easy for teams to go for that flank prematurely. Because on one hand, the right player taking that flank at the right time can basically wipe the enemy team. But if the wrong players take that flank at the wrong time, you could also just funnel everything into your entire team going down on that one block if you try to push through it. So you need to be really careful and you need to have a lot of restraint when it comes to that flank and a lot of coordination. So you need to make sure your team is following up with it. And ooh, we're seeing an Explo here and a Wellstring on the other side. Ooh, I love the comp from Five Wishes here. I think Wellstring and Range Blaster is a really cool combination.
Yeah, that's going to threaten a lot of positions. So let's see how the clan collecting begins here.
And we can already see that LessThanThree has a stronghold off the bat. They have a strong presence in mid, and the Five Wishes haven't really taken their chance to go in. But here's Cooler coming out, and now they're going to try to get an advantage here with 4 on the splatter shot, getting that pick on the decav. And they managed to take some space in mid, and it looks like they're trying to go further with that Zuka coming out. LessThanThree is being pushed back pretty badly here.
The Five Wishes are throwing clamps onto that center platform, and they're trying to jump. And there goes the Kraken. He's just rolling in, saying, "Hello, turf now. You have to respect me." And in go the clamps. Ooh, it's a slosh.
And they managed to get the ball in, but they've committed a lot to it. Actually, wait, no, I think I missed at the top of the scoreboard. They're 3 up. So they have a very good push here, but they didn't hold their space quite that aggressively. Both teams are pushing very back and forth against the basket
trying
here.
To shield up, trying to get some protection, but they go down. Can they keep the basket open? They do. Oh, this is big.
Yeah, a push down to 36 this early into the game can be devastating. But by no means does that mean that LessThanThree is out of the game. But yeah, the Wellstring up top, scoring more clams in, but they do go down, and that is just going to be the shot. Being targeted by basically the entire team, forced to run away into mid. And that is going to be a very decisive first push from the Five Wishes.
You got that right. That's one heck of a lead. 27 off one opening. I mean, it's discouraging for sure, but it's not impossible. LessThanThree just has to contest with this, control of the map. They're trying to get into a scramble here. Let's see. Ooh, there goes one.
Ooh, and there goes another down. Ooh, but that splashdown manages to get another from really far away with that 60 damage hitbox. And here we see self jump. This is why you run self jump, unless they actually manage to stay alive off of that. Ooh.
Yeah, you saw that change up the well stringer, and now it's a brawl in the middle. But we got one ball up. Let's see if they can get it across. 2 down now. We got people coming back from spawn. We got specials clashing against each other.
Ooh, the jump out to save themselves from the Kraken is very good. Here comes the decaf getting in, getting 2, flanking behind when no one was paying attention, but they may potentially get taken out by this range, but no, they're going in for more and getting 3, trading with the bow. That was a wonderful play here.
Yeah, I didn't think that the bow was going to get him, but he just held on long enough, but that was a good 3-piece from the decaf. Let's see what they can do. They're trying to get it in. Oh, 2 down. Splash down to try and recover it.
There's some crazy momentum here. That range blaster needs to be taken down though. They're under that ledge in a very powerful spot. And that is going to be a wipe. They have a lot of time to take this push, but they're all leaving basket, giving a lot of space. They need some sort of tool to hold this if they want this push to last for a long time.
Yeah, 5 Wishes is taking back control.
But they go down in the process, leaving Ari Kitty on their own in mid. Ooh. And even then, they get taken out by that range blaster, but they get traded out by Pumpkin on the carbon roller.
Climbing up the middle, trying to get across there. Saying, I see you.
And the decaf going and getting 1, but going down in the process. Pumpkin with the carbon holding 5 clams, clearly wanting to make a ball, but their team doesn't have too many clams to speak of.
Yeah, 1 minute
Here
to
comes
go.
Azuka. Oh, but they go down! Ooh, and that's going to be 3 down on LessThanThree. 5 Wishes taking yet more space in mid. They haven't scored a single other point on the board since that first push. But they don't need to. They are very comfortable holding mid right now, especially with that well stringer and range blaster. LessThanThree needs to make some sort of play to get them wiped, and they need to be able to hold that once they've gotten that play.
They've got 30 seconds. They need to make a ball of some sort to try and force an overtime. And it seems like 5 Wishes says, we want to try and bring the push to you, throwing specials at their face.
And that is 14 seconds left on the clock, and they don't have a single clam to their name. This is looking really bad for them, especially with the fact that 5 Wishes is coming in with 2 entire clam footballs, trying to get a score in, but I don't think that's even going to matter, because they got a wipeout, but they don't have the clams to start overtime.
Oh, what a bittersweet moment. A wipeout right at the end, but just not enough to keep themselves in the game. But I will say they put up a good fight. That opening push from 5 Wishes was just too dominating.
Yeah, 5 Wishes had a very strong push there, and I think both teams had their moments where they had that very strong push into their clam basket area.
Yeah.
But I think what made the difference is that the 5 Wishes was able to hold that space once they were there, while LessThanThree wasn't able to quite hold that space to extend their push. Because they had a very fantastic play there. They got a wipe when they were all near basket, but they just didn't quite hold that space for long enough to get a meaningful push in. And that was their downfall in the end. Very good games, though, and I do believe we are going to go to a post-game interview instead. With Ezio here, who is with the 5 Wishes. So just gonna get them in here, ask a couple questions, see how that set went.
Hello.
Heyo, welcome to
How
stream.
are you?
Thank you. So, 5 Wishes, I'm very proud of you. Just to start off. Okay, let's get these questions rolling.
Well,
Yeah,
how do you feel your team's performance today?
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
How did you feel about your team's performance? Is it what you expected, or were you?
Oh yeah, I expected that from them. I expected the very aggressive play style. I expected them to, take some wins, get some names. Yeah, I was expecting this.
Oh, the use, great.
Yeah, that was really nice. And do you have anything to say about the team? We have seen them, so we got to know them a little bit, but do you have anything extra that wasn't apparent from the gameplay?
Well, I do like to mention that usually we have a backline that has cooler options. So we do see Hugo on a decapitator instead of the wellstring. And they
Hmm.
play a really aggressive pairing with David, as you saw that Rage Blaster. And overall, it's just a lot of aggressiveness and also David being able to get quick flicks and get amazing directs with Rage Blaster as well. Having the good middle ground.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's a significant part of the team.
So, how confident are you in your team moving forward? Do you think they're going to win?
Yeah, they're definitely winning this. I would be honest here. They are one of the best people I've ever coached, and I've coached quite a few people. And just the improvement I've seen just from these 6 weeks is unbelievable. And I do believe they can win the whole tournament.
All right, well, you
Nice,
heard it here
yeah.
first. Favored 5 wishes. Thanks, Ezio, for all that. Appreciate
We'll
it.
have to see if that pans
Oh,
out.
hope
Um,
so. It definitely will.
any teams in particular that you're looking at, you might have a rivalry with?
No specific rivalry from like the SBA teams. Our team manager team, we scribbed them a couple of times, so that was a good little rivalry there. But we've only scribbed one team in here, and that was, it's C3. I can't remember the name. Parasite,
There's the
something.
parade.
It's Parasite Parade. Yeah, that's the team name we're looking to beat.
Okay, well, it looks like they might be developing some rivalries in the tournament.
Always fun to see. Um,
Rival-
but yeah, thank you for the interview. That was very fun to see, and I'm excited to see how your team does moving forwards in the tournament.
Thank you. Good luck, chat room.
All right, take care
All right,
now.